I'm back. I told you in my post, and I'm very happy to be here for a new live on stream class. I'm here at my cooking school. The name of the cooking school is Dolce Vita in Tuscany, and I'm in Tuscany near Lucca. And I hope to welcome you for the next holidays or next vacations in Tuscany, because here you can have cooking classes and you can also sleep here, because this is a bed and breakfast and it's very nice to be here. After, if we'll have some time, I can bring you outside, because this cooking class is very fast, and so if we have some time we can go outside and I can show you my stone house from the outside, and Ginevra, that is my daughter behind the phone, can help us to watch everything. So guys, as I told you, tonight we are going to make the Panna Cotta. Panna Cotta is one of the most famous Italian desserts. And there are some and many tricks that I can tell you about this dessert, even if you already tasted it. Panna Cotta, first of all, is a dessert that you can season with many kinds of sauces. Chocolate during winter, for example, and strawberries, apricots, peaches, and raspberries, blueberries, many kinds of fresh fruit sauce. You know, I prefer the seasonal, the fresh, and I don't want to put some flavor inside anything. So what I suggest you go to bring some fruit that is very fresh where you are living now. Take this fruit from your garden or from the shop and put some sugar inside and make the sauce with me. This time we are going to make with strawberry, because here in Tuscany we have a fresh strawberry, seasonal strawberries at this time. And we start cutting the strawberries. We remove the green part, that is this, and then we just cut coarsely. So you have not to be so precise, just try to cut in small pieces, because after we have to cook them with some sugar. Another kind of fruit that you can use for this sauce, that is a fantastic sauce, you can believe me, is apricots. So another kind of fruit that I suggest you to buy is apricots. And a suggestion and a tip that I give you is, do not remove the skin from the apricot, because the skin is full of beta-carotene, is full of an orange vitamin and substance inside. And if you don't remove this, you have a delicious and colored, orange colored sauce that will be beautiful, added to amazing and delicious sauce too. So this is the first recommendation that I tell you. Use everything at its best. Seasonal, fresh, and if something is well colored, is better, because you have a delicious and also beautiful thing to see. The second tip that is very important if you like Panna Cotta and if you want to learn to make this fantastic dessert is, please use just fresh cream. And this is a very important tip that I tell you, because if you go to the restaurant, if you go to a patisserie shop, if you go anywhere you are going to, you find everyone that give you Panna Cotta made half with water, half with milk, half with whipped fresh cream. No, Panna Cotta, a real Panna Cotta, a very good Panna Cotta, has to be done with only fresh heavy cream. This is the real flavor that you can have from Panna Cotta. So never use milk together or any kind of other drink together, because it's not important that you have the flavor of the fat. It's important that you have a real dessert that you can eat and is delicious. And if you talk with a chef, anyone, and is a good chef, maybe Italian, everyone can tell you that the real and the original and good panna cotta is made just with fresh, heavy cream. So don't forget this tip. With this, you can't be failed. Okay guys, now just show you some strawberries. Just I wanted to show you that you have to cut coarsely your strawberry. Now I just cut a small quantity just to show you. Okay, and in the course that I told you on Facebook and in the post, you see that there isn't sugar. So we just pour our strawberries coarsely cut in our small pot. So in this way, then we take our sugar. I told you 80 grams, so you can put 5 tablespoons, 150 grams, 150 grams of sugar for 1 pound. So in this case, you have to the strawberry some, I think, 7 tablespoons, Italian tablespoon like this. 4, 2, 3, 4, and I put here just 5 because as you can see I have not 1 pound. 1 pound were all the strawberries together, and we just put this on the fire. Okay. It's important that you make this immediately. So you cut your strawberries, you put the sugar, and immediately you put in the small pot. I tell you this because if you wait even 5 minutes, the sugar take all the flavor and the juice from the strawberry, and so you risk to have something too much water. So it's important that you have this procedure very fast on the stove and immediately. I'm sure you like it very much, girls. Guys, this is a sauce, very natural, and I'm sure that you make it again, as I told you, even with apricots and even with other kind of fruits. Then you have 2 possibilities to have your sauce. You can use an immersion blender, and in this case you have like a puree, or you can leave coarsely chopped, and it's very good as well. It's more natural. You see this. So guys, if you have some questions, I'm here to answer you. Ok. Dicono che non possono vedere. Sei sicura che ci sei? No. Dicono che non possono vedere. Sorry? Okay. Sorry guys. There is someone who told me it's impossible to see, and so I'm going to be sure that everyone can. Okay. Okay. Now I see. Ciao Karen! I see some comments. I don't know if I can see everyone. Maybe I can see the many people that are here, but anyway, I hope my daughter, I don't know what's happening. Anyway, if you have some question, please, I'm here. I try to be here to answer you. Okay, guys. So we go again. Come here, Ginevra, and so you can see the sauce that is boiling. Can you see the bubbles? And so this process is very fast, and this is a very good way to have your sauce, your strawberry sauce. As I told you before, you can blend it, or otherwise you can just pour this natural on your strawberries. Ok, ciao Carlo e ciao Solange, grande Solange, e ciao Judy from Maryland. Oh, e Gloria, oh, finalmente has come also Rachel. Rachel is asking me what does panna cotta in Italian mean. Panna cotta, the meaning is cooked, fresh, heavy cream. So the panna in Italy is the heavy cream, and the cotta is cooked. So panna cotta is cooked, fresh, heavy cream. I just want to show you that it's very fast. We stop this, okay? So we stop this immediately, and in your case you have to wait. It will become very very cold or warm, because now I don't know if we have the time anyway to do this. So we go with the other part, that is the real part of this recipe, that is the panna cotta. Now I show you. This is the Italian fresh cream that we use to make panna cotta dessert. It's not important the label, but you have to understand that it's fresh, heavy cream, pasteurized. This is half liter, that is 1 pound. A trick that I want to tell you, when you use panna, when you use heavy cream, if you have this kind of container box, shake a bit, because this helps to have more amalgamated the fats that are inside. So it's a good trick to shake a bit. I want to. So we take our fresh cream and we put in our saucepan. We pour some sugar that, as you can see, is not so much. So in this case we use just 80 grams, that is 2 ounces and a bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. In this case we use 5, because 1 Italian tablespoon is 15 grams. I don't mix it now because I need another tablespoon to mix this. And I go on the stove again. So I go here, sure that it dissolves, it melts. I go down with the fire. And now I take some cold water. I pour some cold water here. As you can see, these are the gelatin sheets in Italy. One of these is in general 5 grams. We can fold and pour 1 and 2. That is okay for this small amount. And I soak completely in the water. So remember, this is another important tip. When you go with gelatin sheet, remember, always cold water, never warm and never hot. I go again toward my cream and I just stir a bit. Now the sugar is completely dissolved. At this point, I go to take my vanilla bean. That you know, in this recipe, we have to use half vanilla bean. This, in general, the chef take the vanilla bean, they open it, and then they grate and take off the seeds. In this case, I suggest you to cut in the center, to open a bit like this. And pour it in this way directly in the pan, in the fresh heavy cream, in this way. So you don't take from the vanilla bean with a knife, just the seeds, these very small seeds, but you put all together. And I want to tell you even another thing. When the vanilla bean has done and you have the panna cotta that is done and you have to remove the vanilla bean, you can dry it with some kitchen paper and then you can put in your sugar, the sugar that you use for your coffee, for your chocolate, and it's very, very good and will be good for a lot of time. As you can see, we are waiting that panna cotta, that the fresh cream with the sugar and now with the vanilla bean will be boiling. But remember, it has not to boil for a long time, just to arrive to that point. Then we'll turn off immediately the oven. I go to see if you have some question. How much? I never saw gelatin sheets. Okay. Yes. So guys, the first is Tyson. Ciao Tyson. That tell me cool the sauce that you have done. Yes, we can go with the sauce, but not immediately because it was boiling. Okay. So we go now. In the fridge to cool the sauce. So we are sure that it will be not so hot. The second thing is Carlo that asked me what fat in percentage there is in our fresh cream. Is a lot. Sometimes it's 80, sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 75. There is not a restricted kind of way to have the fat. But remember that if you see the right fat, the right heavy cream, you can whip it easily. I want to show you, now it's boiling and I go to switch off. So at this point I can take off. At this point, when you are at home, you could take off immediately the vanilla bean. No, I suggest you to leave this here. So you turn off the oven and leave the vanilla bean, because now it enhances all the flavor. Just turning off the oven, the vanilla enhances all the flavor. So we leave some minutes. If you are at home, you can leave 8 minutes with the stove that is off. Okay? Let's go to see another question. Okay, Gloria tell me that you have not gelatin sheet in USA, maybe, or maybe when you live. So Gloria, you can use with no problem the powder, the envelope, other things, but remember to use them in the right way, because gelatin sheet you use in dipping them, soaking the sheet in cold water. I don't know if you use your form of gelatin powder how you can use it. Maybe you have to put in hot fresh cream, maybe you can wait like agar-agar and you can use in another way. So be careful and follow the instruction. I have the instruction for gelatin sheets, and if you send me yours, I tell you what's the best way to use, but no problem if you have any other kind of gelatin powder. If instead, guys, you find on Amazon or another part, you can find gelatin sheets, please send me the link so everyone can be helped from your suggestions in the group Dolce Vita in Tuscany or on our page, so everyone can participate and know where to buy the gelatin sheets if you have. So guys, at this point, we think that the 8 minutes are passed. We take off our vanilla. As you can see, I put this. And as I told you, you can drain this. And then you can put in the sugar. With no problem, you'll have a fantastic sugar and flavored sugar. So guys, this is our gelatin. Anyway, I show you how to use the gelatin sheet. They are very, very easy to use, and you can make this procedure. I think is the most easy way to make a dessert. You take your gelatin that now is in this way, is completely hydrated. You have just to rinse. So remember, the stove is off. You pour, and the liquid is very hot but not boiling, and you just stir. In this way the gelatin is completely dissolved. And this, guys, if you can use the gelatin sheet, you have to remember that this is the best way, because when you have not the temperature of 100 degrees, that is the boiling temperature in Europe, for example, but when you have the half temperature of this, so 45, 50 degrees, the half temperature of boiling it, the gelatin, any kind of gelatin in general, is the best way to have his power. And so this is the right temperature. So you see the steps, you see the procedure, okay? You saw everything. Now we pass, I told you I have this ramekin. These are in silicone. You can use even in porcelain or in steel, ceramic. I don't know, I use this because they are not so big, and Panna Cotta is very good when there's not too much. Otherwise, in my opinion, it's too heavy to heat. You can use a unstickable substance like this that is for professional patisserie. So with this, you just have a spray in the surface like this. And you are sure that your cakes or desserts are not sticky in the bottom or on the side of your container, of your ramekin, for example. And you can also use some oil that I suggest you to use always, an unflavored oil, like corn oil, like in this case, or you can use also almond oil, that is very good to have some, to grease your ramekin. Silvia, ciao Silvia. Oh, Silvia, thank you. It's a very good news that Silvia told us that you can find sheets, gelatin sheets on Amazon. Thank you from everyone. Ok, perfetto. This is a good news. In many desserts, in many cake of Italian cooking, you have to use gelatin sheets. So guys, if you can find gelatin sheets, then we can make together a lot of cakes and desserts and even salad things like speech or other things if you like, because this is the most used in Italy. Okay. So at this point, there is a very difficult step that is taking our panna, fresh cream that is really cooked, and we pour in our ramekin. I have this saucepan that has this. Okay, I go very slowly so you can see there is the fat. So our serves with this size of ramekin, maybe we can pour just 6, pardon. That is exactly the size that we told before when we make our post. So guys, this is the panna cotta that now you have to put in the fridge. How much time? You have to put from 3 hours up to 1 night. If you make it 3-4 hours before eating, is delicious. So this is the minimum time, 3-4 hours of fridge. Now I go to put this in the fridge and I take the already made panna cotta that I made yesterday night. I'm afraid this ora che questo mi si chiuda. Ok. Ta-da! Ta-da! This is our already made panna cotta. Now there is the cold from the fridge, and what I suggested you is to use the silicone ramekin if you have, because now you have to know two things. The first is that you have silicone, you can just take the size of your ramekin in this way. So in this way it's very easy to open and to unstick your panna cotta. You know, this is always a critical step. Instead, if you have not ramekin but silicone, but you have steel, I suggest you to use a knife. So with a knife you can go inside the ramekin to have it everything outside and shape it. Okay guys, now we try, you know. Okay, or maybe we can use another kind of plate that is better, because this one is too much cold. Okay, are you ready? We try. Da-da-da-da. Okay. You see, these are the seeds from the vanilla bean. Okay, guys? The flavor is fantastic, and I'm sure appreciate it very much. You see, it's a very fast. Now we can pour here our sauce, but remember that this is not in her best way because it's warm, and it's much better if it's cold. So it can also destroy our panna cotta. We try, but this is a string class, so we try to put this beside so we are sure it doesn't arrive to destroy our panna cotta, okay? We try to put some on the top. Okay guys, I want to show you this. Look at how it's fantastic. Okay. So guys, I hope we will be together, and I hope you do this because it's very, very delicious and very, very good. And I'm sure that if you make it at your home with all the calm that you have, this is fantastic, and I'm sure about this. This is a very fast but delicious and amazing dessert that you have to make, and then tell me how is this. And if you enjoy this class that is very fast, and I'm happy to be with you even if for a few minutes, I hope you can share it on your Facebook page or with your friends. If you have some cooking groups, because this can help me to be in many homes and houses and to have some cooking class with you in stream. If you have some questions that I can answer now, no problem, because I jump here even after the video is done. So you can continue even when you see the video in another day, in a different day. I'll answer you, of course. But now, if you want to see how is my cooking school, come with me. We go outside and we see how is the cooking school. Okay? Let's go. Let's go with me outside. I show you. Ginevra, tell me if I go too fast. Huh? So, this is our garden, and this is our stone house. I don't know if you can see because we are outside, and so maybe there are some noises, birds and other things, but I'm confident that you can see everything. This is a small garden with tomatoes and salads and peppers that I grew up every day. But now they are small because it's summer. Next time that we'll be together, I'll show you how is the inside, if you like it. Okay, guys? We have also a part that is outside of this, behind this. You can hear the small birds. Hope you come here, guys? And hope you like it, the school. So next time we can go upstairs and I show you the bedrooms, for example. If you like, you tell me. So guys, I show you the Panna Cotta once again, and I'm sure we'll be together for another class. Maybe you can suggest me something fast and something that is easy to make in a few minutes and that you can be happy to make at your home. I greet you and I hope to meet you in another time, maybe next Thursday. And don't forget to share the video. Ciao!